All right, let's give it a try here. This is the last day of Mercury retrograde, and I'm experiencing all kinds of glitches. And I just wanted to stop in to say hi to you guys. I haven't forgotten about you. It's been quite a while since I've done anything over here at YouTube, but I did have to step away from doing tarot for a while. Um, as some of you know, I am a medium. And as that, I help families deal with the loss of a loved one. And I have, in the last couple of months, helped a couple of families with teenage suicide. So that has really had me consumed. And that's where I need to be. It is more important that I help those folks get through that time of such great tragedy than it is to do a tarot reading. However, let me catch you up a little bit though on everything else. Maggie and I are doing, we're doing awesome. We're doing absolutely awesome. She's got a steak bone right now, so if she gets noisy, you'll know what's going on. A lot of you know or don't know that I have a little bit of a background in fitness and nutrition. And I have been researching the carnivore diet. And I have been off and on it a little bit over the last couple of years. And I have a chronic sinus condition. And when I am strictly on that carnivore diet, that sinus issue does not flare up. I have been solely on the carnivore diet for the last couple of months solid. Okay, no cheat days. Nothing but carnivore. I suggest before any of you jump in the comments that you do your research on it and just educate yourself. COVID kind of brought a lot of things to light. There were a lot of lies that were fed to us over the century. Starting back in the 1920s, that vitamin that you take, it's not a vitamin, but I'll hold it up just for the sake of display. That vitamin that you take, the RDA, the recommended daily allowance for that vitamin, was set back 100 years ago in the 1920s. Most of the time, none of them have been readjusted for today's standards, what our needs are today. Things that we could eat years ago, you can't eat now. Half of everything out there has got dangerous, almost toxic, no nutritional value. But you guys need to educate yourself on what you're consuming. Now, what I wanted to tell you is I have been a couple months solid on that carnivore diet. And I got to tell you, I feel absolutely incredible. I can't believe how much it cleared up my thinking. Carbohydrates, to a certain extent, seed oils, anything that causes inflammation in the body. You retain water just with inflammation, and you don't think as fast. Everything's. And I thought it was part of the aging process, and it may very well have been. But I decided that, you know what, I'm just not going to sit back and age gracefully. There are things I need to do, things I want to do. I am not going to sit down in a chair as somebody my age should and knit sweaters. Cover your ears, kids. You know I'm a biker. Fuck that. No way. So I decided to dust off my my gym equipment and have started training a little bit at home, more serious. The stronger you are, the stronger you are. I guess you can't break it down any simpler than that. The stronger you are physically, the stronger you are mentally. You cannot separate the two of those. You need to get off your fanny and get yourself strong in your own fashion. Do your research. So, yeah, we've been feeling great. I will be getting back to doing some more regular tarot readings, but in the meantime, I'm going to throw a few here and there. It takes a lot of time to kind of recharge after, I've been doing tarot for a very, very long time, and it takes a little while to recharge after something as serious as a any teenager passing of their own hand. All right, that one, I am not ready for cards to jump yet. Let me go ahead and throw the flashlight in here. All right, 7 minutes, give or take, is where the tarot reading is going to start. Spirit, can you take control of the light, please? Can you help me turn it on? I want to feel your presence. Okay, there you are. And again. Let me feel you. Okay. All right, there it is. All right, those of you that are new to the channel, that is the Paranormal Flashlight. Man, I really throw my reputation right out there to put a flashlight. That was just a regular 6-inch Maglite. Spirit, you're in the room. Will you please take control of the light? I could feel it. Thank you. It is just a 6-inch Maglite. The type that we have used for paranormal research for years. I just decided to start throwing it in my readings to kind of validate to the folks that sit right across the table from me that spirit is in the room. I can see them, you can't. So that helps. All right. I am going to, this is what, almost the 10th of August. I am going to pull some cards for what is coming up. We have had some really dense, heavy energy. We are in the tail end of Mercury retrograde, and it will begin to station direct tomorrow, which means it's starting to unleash some of that energy, or let go of some of that energy. Kind of the same as a shadow phase as it fades out, so it's not going to be as intense. But Mercury and Mars have been really creating a lot of commotion. A lot of things changing on the political front, day and night, minute by minute, of so many things that are going on the planet. Not just our country. All right, let's see what's going on here. I said August the 10th. Yeah, let's do this for the remainder of and this is Sunday night, so you guys will get this on Monday. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. They're actually finding humor in that. I don't know what day it is. I worked today and worked with some clients, actually. So I have, I'm still working, guys. I just can't get videos done. Let's see. We do have two fives on the table. We're working our way through it. This is as the collective is. You and I. This is the energy for everybody. The fives are change, and change that a lot of times change is absolutely required. We often, said God doesn't close one door that he doesn't open another. Well, that's the change. However you want to look at it. It's not going to feel so good. You're going to feel a little dejected. Thank you back there, Spirit on the Light. This could be a little bit of a surprise that somebody that you've been with or been hanging out with is going to kind of maybe even stiff you financially. You may have helped them out. Cut that out. Stop helping people. You cannot help disrupt somebody's karma. That's why it keeps backfiring every time some of you try to help people. Cut that out. It's going to come back to bite you again right here. However, this five is saying that's okay. You can turn your back on that situation, leave it behind you, and let that shit go. I think there's a lesson well learned there that you do have to be more selective about who you help or how you help them. You've been feeling a little out of sorts yourself. We have the Moon card. That moon is absolutely that wonky feeling that you've had. You almost feel bipolar, like I'm mad one minute, happy the next minute. Why am I feeling this way? But you're feeling everybody else's energy. You are becoming more and more empathic. Everybody is. Thank you, Spirit on the Light. I appreciate your input here. We are evolving as a species. And at some point, we will have this conversation, not here, but up here. We will connect telepathically and have the conversation. So everybody is very empathic, and we're going to see more and more kids coming up highly empathic. But it's not you. I don't want you to feel like you are bipolar by any means. If anything, this is just a time for that energy to shed, too, that kind of made you feel out of balance. We have let's go with this Eight of Wands. That could have been a repeating thing that was going on, that you were helping somebody, or maybe have helped them several times. But I also feel like there's a message coming from somebody from the past. Somebody you have not heard from in a long time. This is somebody that you kind of look forward to hearing from. This isn't a scary kind of one of those messages. It's going to be somebody, it's going to pop up that you haven't heard from since childhood. Right here, it's a Six of Cups. Somebody extending that friendship, just reaching out, wanting to, touch me, touch you, whatever. Might even be an age difference. Might be family that you're going to hear from, grandma, grandpa, Uncle Jim, somebody. But you're going to hear from somebody from the physical world. Thank you, Spirit. This isn't going to be somebody, you're not going to be hearing, seeing the shadows on the wall. We also have the Magician card that comes up. And see what the Magician's number is. Oh, it's not that funny, Spirit. If I'm correct, it's a 1. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. And I've got the wrong glasses on. I do believe that is a 1. He's after the Fool. Okay, the Fool is actually the 0 card. Okay, it's coming to me. You know, if I keep doing this for another 30 years, I'll remember them. The Fool is the 0 card, or the very beginning. Magician is the fact that we were all given the same God-given gifts and we don't use them the way we should. He's got 1 of everything. 1 sword, 1 wand, 1 cup, 1 pinnacle. What's your potential? It's time to put all of this bullshit right here, with this situation right here behind you, and start your life fresh again. Start from square one. It's not that hard to do, or I couldn't have done it again. I will grab a couple more cards from another deck. Let's see what else we've got. Ooh, these are not wanting to jump. I'm not feeling them. Okay. One more, please. All right. Sometimes I can tell when it's not Spirit kicking the cards out that I've fumbled them. And then they'll tell me that there is no such thing as a fumble. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. All right. Yeah, hang in there. We've got the Temperance card that came up. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. I know you want to kick yourself for helping this person again, like you did. But it's all right. You can't unlove somebody. And if you're a true friend, you can't just unlike them for real. I mean, you can do it on Facebook, but not if you're a real friend. Let's see what else was here. We've got the Queen of Wands. She's kind of a gentle personality. She's got that black cat at her feet. Sitting there all sunny and bright. She's all about business, though. Anybody that holds the handle, the shovel handle, that wand can be, it's wood. Yeah, we can make a broom handle out of it. We can make a hoe handle out of it. I like the shovel. It's something you work with. And she is all about business. If you take, this goes back to the first half of this video, if you take your life under control and are all about business, that you want to strengthen yourself so that you get a little farther, easier. You know, getting stronger and healthier just makes things easier. But you've got to educate yourself, and you gotta keep it up. Let's see. We also had the Two of Wands here to wrap this up with, and 2 is all about putting your faith in something you can't see. A bulldog with an itch. Can you guys hear her? Sometimes you just have to put your faith in something you cannot see. Wait for the process to work. Damn, that's hard. Things are going to be all right. And I always do say that. that things are absolutely going to be all right. However, I did not realize I had another card under my elbow. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. I think you're going to see that there's a lot of opportunity in this next phase of your life. The opportunity that feeling better is that it's going to bring you. Getting back some stamina. How long can you stand on your feet? How long can you walk? Get some stamina back. Get some strength back in your life. One step at a time, you can do it. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Remember, you guys like, subscribe, and share. I will be getting back to doing something on a more regular basis, but in the meantime, thank you, Spirit, on light. I never leave you that I don't bless you guys with love and light. Thank you, and see you soon.